Welcome, I'm the DeadwoodJedi. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. It is day 25 on the free-to-play Road to Ultra Nightmare. Today was kind of massive, guys. It was massive on many scales. We have to clarify some things I was talking about yesterday. Clarify a lot of stuff. So, but give me a minute. So let's start off with, I woke up late today. Slept through my alarm. This is what you get for burning the candle at both ends. And as a result, apologies for yesterday's late release of the daily free-to-play video. I keep trying to get those out by around 8 a.m. my time, but it can be a little bit difficult, right? Quick turnaround on the video, trying to get it out at the same time, and it's a morning for me. It's always a little bit tricky, but we do our best here. I also asked in that video about making changes to Ronda. Big changes to Ronda, right? Changing her gear completely, going with a more damage-filled build. And I was like, okay, let me know, guys. I wasn't changing anything. I was gonna wait to see how that, comes out. But that means I have to wait a whole day, right? Well, some things happened. Some things happened along the way, and I didn't wait. So apologies to you all for lying about that. Wasn't intentional, just happened. But I think you'll agree this was the right choice. I think you'll agree this was the right choice. What happened? Basically, we have a dragon tournament going on right now. And as you can see, your boy DeadwoodJedi is near the top of the list. Not the top because Samson Days is, being a jerk about it. Kidding, of course. Just kidding. But I did grind literally all night long on this. I was actually grinding dragon all day, and my runs aren't fast, so I never ran out of energy. It was the weirdest thing, but I literally was just grinding all day long. And we got some lovely pieces as a result, and so I definitely want to show you guys those because I think you'll get a kick out of it. And yeah, but I'm excited about this. I'm gonna probably keep grinding dragon because here's the problem. Here's the thing. It's not a problem, just a thing. We are at a point where I can't do everything, right? I really have to pick and choose what I'm doing. Right now, it's a 2x on speed gear. And look, I know people we actually had a debate in the clan chat. How important is speed gear, right? And that's a real arguable point. By the way, I just want to point out. Classic Arena, 4th. Would I have liked it gone higher? Yes, absolutely. This is actually I actually kind of prefer this placement to the one just above it because 5-star, rare, relentless gear. Yeah. So hard for that to be even decent. I was like, that's fine. I'll be here. So I'll take the gems for sure. Right? That's a win. But yeah. So gosh, what was I even talking about? I got so distracted. There's just so much that goes into this. So a lot of people talk about how speed gear isn't that great. Once you get past the early and the mid game, I agree, it gets outclassed because you start having all your pieces having speed on them. Getting to high speed levels isn't as difficult. More champions need accuracy or resistance or damage stuff, right? So it becomes less and less important as you go along. It's still always important though, because when you're trying to get to a certain speed, the easiest route is that speed gear. So if you're not going to have god tier gear, and we're on the free to play, we're not going to have god tier gear. We're going to have pieces, but not everything, right? Then speed sets becoming the easiest way, the most accessible way to get your champions really fast. And what I mean by that, of course, is, by the way, as you can see, my Ronda, it's a very different build. We'll get to that. But speed gear becomes a great way to increase the viability of your champions and get them going fast. For example, my Elva is now 238 speed. Ridiculously fast, right? That comes from obviously speed boots, but I got a chest piece. Look at that, HP chest, 6-star. Speed, didn't roll in speed, unfortunate. But double roll and resistance actually not bad for Elva. And kind of maybe going resistance build with her. Eventually down the road. not right now, but like pretty good, right? We still got the crit rate gloves. I actually would like to switch these out for defense or HP gloves, probably defense, but either one. But it's the speed. I'm having a hard time sacrificing that speed for more survivability. Speed on the whatever, the shield, on the weapon, and the helmet still doesn't have any speed. People are always like, with a lot of these like builds that I be doing for clan boss for champions, has to be like 240 speed or something. People are like, it's so fast, I can't do it. You don't have speed gear. That's the problem. I can do it in 3 weeks in. Not that crazy hard, right? I don't even have a banner that can also provide me speed. There's one thing on here that has a double speed roll. There's one thing that has two things that have a single speed roll, 1 and 2. This doesn't even have a speed roll. This doesn't have any speed at all. She has a really good base speed, so you know, to be fair, obviously she's getting a little bit of a boost, but still, you take 10 speed off that, it's still really good, right? And so, you know, when I'm looking at my, you know, stuff, I'm like, I need speed gear, especially when I'm speed tuning for clan boss. I'm trying to get these specific speeds going for my champions, and usually they're pretty fast. Speed gear becomes really, really important, right? The hardest thing in those situations is actually doing the speed and maintaining the accuracy or crit rate or crit damage, right? So that's gonna be the next step that I'm gonna have to worry about. Right now, I just need to get to the speeds, right? Because every time I look in the calculator, I try to find a good speed tune for my team using Elva, I need fast champions. And maybe that's just not gonna be realistic. Maybe, you know, for a long time, that might not be it. And maybe we just need to pull some better champions. Like, that could be a very real possibility too. It might come down to that I will use Elva early on in clan boss, and then I take her out of that team and I bring in somebody else. You know, with Deacon and the Leech, we have the option of going at a 2-1 ratio without needing Elva in the team. So that's certainly a possibility going forward. Right now, she's essential. And if I'm going to be able to use her, then I'm gonna have to get everybody kind of working with that. And that's gonna mean some fast speeds on my champions and some ability to adjust it. So I need speed gear. It's a two double drop speed event right now. This is absolutely the perfect time for me. And I've hit stage 20, and it's consistent now. I was losing about 1 out of every 8 or 9 fights, but then we pulled an amazing piece. Like, these pieces on Elva are fantastic, but we pulled an amazing piece for Ronda here. Look at these crit damage gloves. Double crit rate roll, speed substat. We even got defense on the next one. I ended up ascending it because why not? It's obviously going to be a fairly end game piece for me. Ronda doesn't need crit damage, or doesn't need accuracy, mind you. So this piece will eventually go on to somebody that does, right? Whomever that turns out to be. But right now, it's far and away my best piece. And so being able to put crit damage on my Ronda is insane. And all of her numbers went up. Her attack, her defense, her speed, even her, and definitely her crit damage, right? We're up to 150 crit damage now, which is gonna bump another 20 or so once I get that ranked up, you know, to 16. I'll wait for an artifact event, but you know, right on the cusp of that. And then that, you know, 100% crit rate, it's real nice. And we still have the chest piece, which is attack, but we have to roll that up. I still have these 4-star boots, this 4-star helm. I really want to dump these. I'd like to dump this and like put better sets on it. I'd love to get another fatal set in here. There's some things I want to do, but right now, you know, the pieces I would substitute don't have the crit rate or don't have whatever to make that really work. So that's probably not a realistic possibility. You can see though, I got a fair amount of, you know, speed gear stuff. I haven't even looked through it all because I just woke up, like I said. And most of it's not great, right? I mean, look, there's no speed on any of these pieces. I'm not, you know, going crazy with it. Not like I got anything particularly good. But even just having the set means an extra 12 speed for my champions. It's pretty insane, you know? Just by putting the set, it's almost like each piece got a 6 speed boost, right? So that's the part where I have to be like, yeah, this is great. I gotta do it. You know, the attack percentage, why? On the gloves, but speed, so tempting to use. That might be something I'll put on like my Frostbringer if I continue to use her in arena. We do have these defense gloves, so I was considering putting them on Elva. We'd lose like 5 speed, but then we'd be a lot tankier. But Elva actually hits hard, and so that's why I have the crit rate on her. That's why I mastered her, is like she hits hard. I'm not really ready to take that off. Look at this. 17 speed on a resistance chest piece. Might not be helpful now, but down the road, that's going to be nice. Attack percentage, double speed. We might even be able to get a triple speed if we roll. Maybe we should roll this up. Let's roll this bad boy up a little bit. Triple speed roll. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's a bit more of a winner than I was expecting on that. I'll be honest with you. Got some good potential with that one. But yeah, most of these are whatever, right? I mean, like I said, we've got a couple decent ones. This is why we're running the dungeons, but not everything's been great. This one I just got, and ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. You're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Ooh, baby. Oh, man, ran out of silver just to do that. It's unfortunate. Run out of silver all the time, guys. I have no patience with this stuff. But this is going to be lovely. I think one of the things I might do, actually, might do this, is go with this and this. If I can get the crit rate up here. Let's see, but I can't get the crit rate up there. This is a problem. This is why crit rate sets are so nice in the early going. I mean, I maybe could. I would just need to add a fatal piece to really make this work. I know today's morning video is a little bit off the rails. Just bear with me. Yeah, see, it's possible. I just need a lot of crit rate on the helmet. Like an absurd amount of crit rate on the helmet. Then we could do it. An absurd amount. Okay, maybe we can't do it. Maybe not. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. I needed to roll on the boots a couple more times. And it doesn't even really help us, to be honest. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. We're in pretty good shape here. Clearly the path is set. Just need to improve a little bit and we'll be in good shape. Anyway, very excited about all that. I haven't done the forge yet today or the last day. So I'm letting that accumulate a little bit. I'm kind of waiting for the next CVC before I start forging. The thing is this, I'm very low on silver. We've just accumulated a lot of new gear, but every champion that I'm using in Clan Boss right now, whether it's Jareg, whether it's Venomage, Deacon, Elva, Ronda, they're all decently geared at the moment, right? What do I want to do? I need to get, I would like to get Venomage a 5-star chest piece, right? But generally, you know, we got a couple accuracy stuffs here, some speed, accuracy. He's doing pretty good for us, right? I'd like to get 5-star boots. Obviously would like to get another roll on that. There are some, you know, simple things we can do to kind of improve things as we go along. Obviously, you know, get this 5-star stuff rolled up, get some banners, but I don't think gearing is going to be my priority right now. So I'm just kind of accumulating it, trying to play for the tournament. That's sort of the basics at this moment. So that's what we're doing. And then once I get that done, I'm going to be able to drop into the forge here. Ooh, I can do another swift parry. That actually might be something I want to do, but I can drop back into the forge, get some 5-star, hopefully, pieces going here, get some more 5-star set pieces, whether it's Guardian or Fatal. Those are kind of the two best sets right now. The ones that are going to be most impactful for me. So those are the ones I'm sort of focused on at the moment. I do want to point out too, Doom Tower. I haven't finished climbing for the day. I've just kind of, you know, I just woke up and I was grinding all day. So I'll get back to this, but we've beaten stage 90 with the Griffin. I have not, I got hard stuck on the spiders at like stage 30. And then, like I said, YST helped me out just with the nuking of Ronda. And my Ronda's strong enough because I prioritized her first. And so after that, it's been kind of a breeze. Some of the stages are a little bit more difficult and I do have to manual more, especially after like stage 4 or 50 or so. I've had a manual occasionally, but generally I can just kind of auto climb most of this, which has been pretty good. Haven't been in the secret room yet. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but more importantly, I'm getting the forge materials, the mats from those dungeons, and the higher levels are dropping the higher level mats so I can actually forge 5-star pieces, and that's huge, right? At this point, I'm definitely away from 4-star pieces. Like I just won't use those on my account anymore. Pretty much ready to sell them if I have them. Like it's just, I don't need it, right? I just don't need it at this point. And 5-star pieces I can carry much further along in the game. So that's kind of my focus there. As far as Clan Boss, you'll notice I did 1 key on Nightmare. Got the bottom chest. I think we did about 11 million damage, which I was pretty impressed with. So we're kind of in 4 key range of that. I don't know that that's something that we want to do often, but we are in that range. Got top 2 keying brutal consistently now, which is fantastic. Okay, 5-star piece. And obviously 1 king hard as well. Now, one of the things is I'm gonna keep doing hard and brutal until I can 3 key nightmare, I think. And the main reason behind that is just that I want more chests. I want more shots at the pie. I want more epic books. I still need a ton of epic books. You know, Venom Mage is fully booked. Deacon's getting pretty close. I did book Jareg's cooldown. Another massive thing that we did yesterday, which is pretty cool. So, figure we can do at least brutal clan boss here, right? Get a quick run in, see how we're doing. I know people were excited 2 days ago to see my clan boss team. Jareg is booked. 4-turn cooldown on that ally protection is a huge change. It's kind of a huge change. Oh, by the way, Deacon got booked a little bit more. So his turn meter boost ability with the extra turn, that's down to a 2-turn cooldown, 3-turn cooldown, I guess, because it gives the extra turn. But you know what I mean. It's gonna happen every other turn. So I'm actually really interested to see how this impacts your clan boss team. It's gonna have a couple things, right? One, it's gonna mean that Deacon's gonna burn through all of his buffs, right? So as far as like being protected and stuff, that could be a little dicey for him. But he's also one of my few 6-stars, so hopefully he can survive a bit. And if you know, I recognize that he dies too early because of the protections, we can always build him a little bit tankier. But more importantly, I'm curious as to how many more attacks we're able to get. You know, if we look at the debuff bar, are we able to overfill it with poisons? Is Venom Mage actually getting enough turns to actually, you know, add enough poisons on there where we have a full, semi-full debuff bar? That'd be pretty cool. You know, are we getting enough attacks to heal up every turn? You know, how are we doing with the continuous heals from Jareg and Elva? I think that's going to be really, really important. And then there's another thing that I hadn't really considered, and I need to start considering more, is Elva has a veil, a perfect veil she puts on the lowest HP champion, or herself if everybody's full HP. This is problematic. It's potentially problematic because I can't guarantee who's going to be the lowest HP when the stun comes, and the stun will ignore perfect veil, which means we might end up having the stun going to the wrong champion. I'm a little bit nervous about this going forward. If I cannot block the debuff for the stun, it means potentially it could go on Elva. And I've ended a few runs that way. So I'm a little bit nervous about how that's going to actually proceed going forward. It's fine. It'll be fine regardless. But it is something that's kind of in the back of my head of like, that might be a speed tuning issue that I don't know that I have a solution to. But it's fine. You know, whichever happens, happens. We're doing pretty good though. If you can see, we're about what are we? About 600,000 a turn. Maybe a little bit more than that. But that's a pretty good number right now. It's definitely an increase, right? Previously, I was at about 500,000. Now, the real question is, how long can I survive? I do have a clan quest. My words work, my lips work. I do have a clan quest to survive 29 turns against brutal or higher difficulty in clan boss. So I could do that. That'd be really, really nice. Be really, really, really nice. So looking forward to that. Hopefully that happens very, very soon. Let's see. Yeah, we're surviving. We're surviving this bad boy, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with this. I think we might be able to survive 30 turns on this thing. Yeah. Brimstone obviously doing a lot of work, right? It's such an insane buff. And Ronda's hitting considerably harder. She was hitting for about half those numbers. She's somewhere between like 8 and 10 million right now, I want to say. Or 5, it's, you know, something like that, right? 8 to 10,000, sorry, not million. 8 to 10,000 a hit is considerably stronger. Previously she was hitting for like 4 or 5, so that's a big help, I think, a big change to you know, with her build. We're getting a much more consistent result, which is really, really nice. I mean, also, you know, I think we're going faster with Elba, with Deacon. Both of those are getting us more turns, more attacks, allowing us to keep debuffs up a little bit longer. I'm actually really excited. I have been able to accumulate a couple decent toxic pieces, including some speed boots. So I'm real excited and hopeful that I actually might be able to put one of these champions in a toxic set eventually. I've had that suggested to me multiple times. Sorry, I'm a little congested from just waking up. I haven't even like washed my face or anything. I'm just like, oh, I've got to record. But yeah, I think that's really going to be important to be able to get somebody in a toxic set eventually, especially with Venom Mage on this team. I'm knowing we don't have a full debuff bar, and that's just leaving damage on the table. So, you know, when we're trying to min-max everything, that's going to be something I'm looking at. All right, turn 20, we took about half damage, everybody. We did not have ally protection up, did not have increased defense up. That's a really good sign. That means we have the potential to continue growing, continue climbing. I mean, and this is the problem, of course, with Jareg in the 4-turn cooldown, is it's hard to line it up perfectly. I really have to slow my team down. And of course, with Elba's increased speed ability, that becomes really, really hard to do, you know, and that's just hard to do for us, unfortunately. Okay, good. Got the ally protection up. All right, Elba's still alive. That's kind of the key. If Elba's alive, we have options for us. Not a lot of options, mind you. Okay, yeah, Ronda, come back. Get that brimstone gun. Oh God. All right, we lasted 26 turns that time. Close, it's close. I'm really liking this team though. I'm feeling very good about it. We're definitely, if the competition was 4-key nightmare, I'd be winning. We're not, that's not the competition, unfortunately. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one that comes out. And of course, if you enjoyed today's music, we have that link down below in the pinned comment and description of this video, and you can use code DeadwoodJedi, save yourself 15%. And of course, if you want some account work, you don't like doing the work yourself, I'm more than happy to do it for you. My team is at the beck and call. Just visit my website, DeadwoodJedi.com. That's a pretty good result though, 14 million. I'm really gonna have to consider what I can do to increase that though, because that's good. That is not where I want to be either. So I have to make some choices about that and considerations. So I'm gonna be thinking about that for sure, trying to figure that out. I do have 2 ancient shards and also no room apparently. Can I rank somebody up? Is that a thing? Hey, I can rank you up, buddy. Hey, buddy. There's also a champion training tournament going on, and it might behoove somebody to be able to do that. Now, I got all the, you know, all the rewards from the dragon tournament as far as the climbing tier. Good stuff. But I also know I'm still gonna need the gear at some point, and with the 2x speed, I'm feeling like just a good time. Just keep going with it, right? Why stop now? That's probably what I'm gonna do, but you know, I could pivot, try to rank some more champions up. Getting that next 6-star is going to be pretty vital when it comes right down to it. So that might be a worthwhile investment time-wise. I mean, I don't mind ranking these guys up right now, obviously. Like, it's not hurting me. So all this stuff just adds to my training tournament. Gets me a little closer to where I want to get to. Gets me that, baby. Let's go. More importantly, I did all that just so I could eat some more shards. I've been eating everything, guys. It's a very fun feeling. I haven't gotten many in between streams, but I got a couple. And we'll see if we get anything useful. Looking like that's a no. Boltsmith, okay. I think he's just a damage dealer, right? Yeah, nothing really crazy going on there. I can safely ignore him, I think. That's the other thing, though. Oh, Camel Guard. Another Camel Guard. I actually have one already. Great. Yeah, she's not getting play on my account. So one of the things I think I need to start doing, because faction wars is so darn important, getting those mats for perception gear is really important, and it's getting more important as we go along. So one of the things I'm going to try to do is save my rare champions. Put whatever trash gear I can on them, try to get them like around level 30 maybe, but hold on to them for at least a little while here and start really doing proper food using the uncommons. And this is going to allow me to actually build up my rare champions, maybe even get some faction guardians going on. I don't know about all that, but you know, maybe. And I think that's actually going to make a big difference as far as that goes. But I'm pulling, you know, I'm getting ancient shards almost every day, so I figure that's kind of a worthy investment. And this way, my faction lords will go up, my faction guardians will go up. I'll have some proper food that I don't mind, you know, getting rid of, and it'll give me a better chance to really see my account where I am, where I need to go. So I think that's it. I think that's the video, guys. I mean, I'm just really happy. We did get the gold 2 in arena. Got some trash rewards, so I didn't even hold on to it to share. They're so bad. They're so bad. But yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. Waiting for CVC to do some more forge. Waiting for the artifact training event to finish ranking some of these. I also need more silver. I think after this dragon period here, and I'll be doing this for the next probably day and a half, I guess it looks like. So I can do this for like the next day and a half. You know, it might be worth it to pivot. Let me look at this champion training event. The rewards are just not very good though. Like if you look at these rewards, it's not really like, oh, got to do that. That's a tough call. I don't know which I should do. I think I might pivot. I think I might pivot away from the dragon, and simply because getting some relentless gear would be nice. Hard to hate on that. Hard to hate on relentless gear. I think I might pivot away. I think no, it's a 2x speed. I need the speed gear. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. I'm gonna commit to the dragon for now. Once the dragon's done, then I think I will pivot to getting more food. The process of getting more food gets me more silver, then I can actually rank up some of that gear. I think that's the approach. That's the approach we're gonna take. Yes, 100% guaranteed. That's what we're gonna be doing, guys. Big shout out to my referral bros. Climbing, I appreciate level 35, loving it. We're almost there for the books. Those last 2 books are what's gonna get me Deacon Armstrong fully booked out. You can see we are 1 book shy for that cooldown, 1 book shy here. It's amazing. It's gonna be fantastic. I did get Jarreg, like I said, I got his A2 booked, and that's the only skill that matters for him. So like he's pretty much set right now, which is great. After that, it's gonna be between Genbo and Ugo. I do need both of them booked, or in Dahi. Those all will want to be booked. I mean, Jizzle's a little, you know, looking at me a little anxious as well. They don't matter. They don't matter. All I care about is the main 5, right? Get those guys hooked up and set, and then we'll be in great shape. So anyway, I just want to say thank you all for watching, for subscribing, for sticking with me. Really appreciate you all. So until next we meet, the Deadwood Jedi.